Hi, I'm Samuel Rowan, and I'm a Christian video blogger, director, actor, editor, dancer, human being.
Hello, my name is spurr-chen. I can lick my upper lip now, and you're watching the second video in the Identity Disorder series. For those of you just stepping into the conversation, I've decided to do a series of 7 videos that discuss and dissect the nature of identity. You know that saying, if your friends suck, get new friends? I don't think that's an actual saying. The point I'm trying to make is that the people around us can greatly affect our behavior. In high school, we tend to go through a stage where we start learning about labels, such as the emo, the goth, the jock, the cheerleader, valley girls, gangsters, and a load of other ones. But what's a label? A label tends to be a quick way to categorize people into an easy-to-understand format that has a few different characteristics. Characteristics of these labels include the way they dress, the way they act, sometimes their ethnicity, their gender, all sorts of different variables. Of course, it's not even necessary to elaborate on these characteristics because we're all so used to them. They are an extremely useful way to categorize people in a way that we can easily understand them without having to think too much. And as we all know here, thinking is a bad thing. Because high school occurs during our adolescence, which is an extremely formative stage of our lives, we tend to not really know what's going on for a little while. During this stage, we're still trying to figure out who's who and what's what, so we come up with quick, easy ways to identify people. But the truth is that people do tend to fit into these generalizations very easily. As such, the label becomes a convenient and quick way to figure out a little bit about people without having to think too much about it. Because we don't know any better, a lot of us tend to fall directly into these labels. It's not necessarily true that we only fall into one either. A lot of us can fall into an entire range of labels. For instance, I could qualify as a pseudo-intellectual, vlogging, Twinkie art student. In terms of these labels, we can become closely attached to them to the point where we believe that we are what these labels tell us we are. They become the definitions for our actions. Monkey see, monkey do, and if monkey isn't doing what he sees, then something feels wrong. Of course, though, these things do not define us as people, but the people around us may think so. And when many people seem to think one thing, you tend to think that it's the right thing to believe. This is why as children, we tend to automatically adopt the habits and beliefs of our parents. I used to like to eat fish, but one day my mom tried to cook me some and I said, "Mom, don't you know I'm a vegetarian now?" I was 5. As we grow up, we eventually learn to individualize ourselves, and labels become mostly meaningless and, quite honestly, lower class. Or at least for most of us. Of course, there's many ways in which the social environment around us affects how we see ourselves. Or it can be something more subtle, such as influencing the way in which we portray ourselves to other people. Or the mannerisms or even kinesthetic gestures that we pick up as a result of being around certain people. Eventually, any one of these things can begin to take over us, and we feel that these are what define us as people. One might say that if we didn't do the things that we do in such minute detail, then we wouldn't be ourselves. Which, of course, is a big part of this ongoing discussion. What do you guys think? How are you influenced by the world around you, the people? Have you picked up certain mannerisms or behaviors? Post a video response or leave a comment. Also, I need more video responses for the Hello I Am project. I want to make a montage, so send them in.